What is up, everyone? StonePost34. Have I had some excitement since we last talked? In fact, I came downstairs, my very last video, made my video about the 10% increase for the Xbox and the driver upgrade, uploaded it, was headed to Kansas City to get my daughters, went upstairs, walked by my front door, don't see anything, not really looking. We have a full-length glass window. If someone was there, I could see him. Go back to the bedroom, come back out 3 minutes later. There's a guy wearing a camouflage jacket, black pants, baseball cap. Looks to be, I couldn't really tell at that point, but looked to be about 55. We'll figure it out later on as the story progresses. He doesn't see me. He's like looking around all suspicious, like out in my neighborhood. He's looking around. He's looking at the door. So I go in the kitchen, and from my kitchen, I can kind of see him without him seeing me because there's like a doorway. So I'm kind of peeking. And he's kind of just standing there. So I'm like, I'm actually getting ready to call my wife. So I call my wife and just to tell her I'm headed to Kansas City to get my daughters. I open the door. I brace my foot, my right foot, down in front of the door in case he tries to push it open. Because I don't know this guy from Adam. And I said, can I help you? And he goes, oh. I startled him. He goes, I hit the green car on the corner. I'm like, the green car? I don't have a green car. I have two cars. I have an Infiniti and a Camry, and I drive my Camry for most days just to work, Infiniti for the weekends. And my wife has a SUV she takes to work. I'm like, and my car's black. The Camry sits out in the driveway, it's black. I'm like, God, what green car? Oh, the car right there. And I'm like, the black car? No, the green car. I'm like, God, this guy's making no sense. So I'm still talking to my wife. I'm leaving her a voicemail, and I just said, hey, I'll call you back. So I go walk around the car. And I look around the car, and we've had a lot of snow, so it's actually dirty. And if you rubbed into it, I would see a smudge mark. Didn't see anything. And I'm like, man. I said, I think you're all right. I don't think you hit it. Oh, okay. And he rode his bicycle. His bicycle was laying in my front yard. Hops on his bicycle, takes off. I'm like, man, that was weird. So I go back to the front door. I'd left it open because I followed him out. And I look in my screen door. He has taken a piece of mulch, we have cypress mulch in the front yard, and jammed it into my screen door to keep it open. So it's like being held open by 2 feet. And that screen door has got a hell of a spring on it. It'll kick you in the butt if you're not watching. So I'm like, well, that's weird. What if he was, trying to tell me that he hit my car with his bike? Why is he propping my screen door open? So then I look down towards the door jamb, and there on the door where the door meets the lock, there's a bunch of abrasions, and he's chipped a piece of wood out. He was trying to break into my house. So I'm like, at this point, my wife had called me back, and I'm like, hang on. I'm talking to her. I'm like, this is just weird. This guy showed up. He said he hit my car, nothing on my car, and now there's this thing in my door, and I'm like, he was trying to break in our house. So I call 911, give him the full description, camo jacket, black pants, baseball cap, looks to be 55, riding a bicycle, and they're like, okay, great. And then right after that, I call my buddy. He's a cop, if you've heard any of my stories. I call him. I said, hey, Larry, are you working? He goes, no, I got 4 days off. What's up? I said, well, I just called 911. I think I busted a guy trying to break into my house. He goes, hold on. He jumps. He's like, I'm calling you in 1 minute. Give me a description when I get back, when I get in my car. So he grabbed gave him the same description, and he's looking for him. He goes, there's 4 cops headed your way. They're all looking for him. Officer shows up in my driveway. And I say, he's been gone for 5 minutes. He goes, well, I think we got him. And they got him about a mile and a half, probably about a mile from my house. And they got him on his bicycle, and we ID'd him. He left footprints in the snow. I obviously was an eyewitness. And so they said, well, all we'll need you to do is just drive by. So we drive down. I have to ID him. We're about an eighth of a mile out. I'm like, that's the dude. My buddy who's a cop, he's like, well, just make sure we're there. I'm like, it's him. Pull up. Sure enough, it's him. They know him. He's been busted on petty larceny before, so he's had a little bit of a criminal background, but nothing this big. So they did charge him with criminal trespassing, and he went to jail. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the story, and a little freaky, but take care as always. This is StonePost34.